You are fine, child. 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 You are fine, child.
Happy 17 months. Cat hug.
You are fine, child.
Man, even this music has like taken on a whole new meaning to me after learning the truth. I've just been stewing on it over the last like 24 hours on all that we learned. Hi guys. Welcome back. To the Archon quest. Even though I'm pretty sure I only have about 20-30 minutes left.
So pumped.
But considering it's me, we're probably gonna stop and talk about it for a while, so it is what it is. I just didn't want to rush through it, and also I ran out of time. So you watched my last one of the quest yesterday, and you're ready? Oh, perfect. Yeah, man.
Back after being busy for a while. I
I
hope you
would.
enjoy the end, Ms. Dish.
Yeah.
Made my jaw drop.
Yeah. Just to be clear, I've already passed. I think I'm in the epilogue. How is the movie? Miss the Marvels. Unfortunately, I did not think it was very good. The pacing was weird. The plot was like kind of questionable or confusing. Not confusing, more just like I had a hard time buying into it. Yeah, I don't know. It was not good, unfortunately, in my opinion. Ugh. This is my first time catching you live. Oh, well, welcome, Dizzy. Yeah, even you wanted to see it this weekend. I mean, you can. There were some good moments, but overall, I would say.
Don't worry, MS Dish, I can help cheer you up. I forgot to say this last stream, but Neuvillette is kinda giving. If a man and a woman had a baby, like, I don't know, he's just giving.
It's so true. Sometimes that happens, you know. Men and women have babies. Thanks for the 100. Marvel flopped. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have high hopes, honestly. I'm not huge on Miss Marvel. Not huge on Captain Marvel. I think Photon was
Mudlots gifted
great.
a tier 1 sub to Dizzy for you. They have given
Captain Rambo.
339 gift subs in the
Oh
channel.
my gosh. Janox, thank you for the gift sub. Hi Sedge. Yeah. Photon was great. I don't know, I'm not huge on Brie Larson's acting or the actress who plays Kamala Khan. Josh didn't like it either. Also, I honestly feel like the Genshin story was better than Marvel.
4 months less than 3 Focalors stands rise.
Anyway, enough about that. Do you play Honkai Star Rail? I do. I haven't streamed in a long time, but I play it every day on my phone. Which, yeah. Watching your streams at 2 a.m. Uh-oh. Well, you can stay awake till 2:30, and I will have finished the Archon quest completely. The Boogie Woogie swap. My brain's benchmark was today's execution. Oh, right. Yeah. It was great. Yeah, I don't know. I've still been I've just been stewing on it. And I was trying to think back through the past.
Hugo Shokan says, what a funny coincidence, I had to stop watching our last stream cause I had to watch the Marvels, and then I come home to watch the VOD only to find you had to stop stream to watch the Marvels too long.
That's funny. Wow, we're so in sync. Yeah, I was thinking back through all of the previous interactions with Furina and how two-sided her behavior seemed, and I wasn't sure what it was back then. Obviously, I had ideas or had guesses about why her behavior was the way that it was. What I kept landing on was that she has to have some kind of secret, but I could not have guessed that it was like that she was like playing a part.
I rarely caught her stream these days, and I also missed her previous extreme Sag, but I already watched the VOD and am looking forward to the usual Q&A part of the Akihi.
The Q&A part? Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to the lore drop. Yeah, I was thinking back to her conversation with the Knave and how the Knave just like destroyed her. My feelings about it now are so different. Poor thing, she was doing her best. She's doing her best. She couldn't reveal anything about her plan. And she was getting no sympathy. Man, imagine that. Imagine having to like carry part of the contingency of like a long 500-year-old plan working is that you are like bound to secrecy. And because of that, everyone thinks that you don't care. Devastating. So it makes me very excited to play her story quest. The melody straight after the cutscene had me cry laughing so hard. Yeah, me too. I can't even go a day without telling my bestie everything she waited 500 years. Yeah. No wonder Furina was terrified when she could have gotten assassinated. The Knave could have ruined everything and no one would know. You're right. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. She probably was fearing less for her own life, but rather fearing that the prophecy wouldn't be fulfilled, that she wouldn't do right by Mirror Me. Wow. Everything has a new light on it now. It makes you want to go back through it. Like, it makes you want to look back at my Archon Quest VODs.
I haven't
or my
watched
videos,
your
I guess.
streams in months. I've moved into my first apartment and it's been
Congrats!
so hectic. So happy I've now settled down and can relax back into your comfy streams.
Thanks, Vamp. Well, if it helps, I haven't been streaming much in the last, well, at least in the last month, because I was traveling a ton, so you haven't missed that much. Furina's hair doesn't glow. Yeah, well, I mean, she was the Archon and she wasn't. All the responsibilities of the Archon, but none of the power. Or like the godlike state of being. Yeah, she kept going, no complaints.
Dear Diary.
MS Dish, is it possible to see bit donations from a previous
Oh,
stream
yeah,
because I
yeah.
sent a 100-bit donation but you missed it since you had notifications muted?
Oh, yes. Yeah, and I had to leave in a hurry. Let me replay the ones that had text.
Dear Diary.
After 500 years, Neuvillette finally cries tears. He's been sad and doesn't understand it, but this is the first time he's cried. He finally understands his emotions. Now someone hug him already. Get this man some chicken and dumpling as well as a blankie.
Like he as a person cried.
Dear Diary.
I wanted to say this after the farewell cutscene, but I want to say that the trial was literally textbook dramatic irony. While I understand the anger, but if there's anyone you should direct that anger to, it's Focalors. She was the one who made Furina suffer for 500 years after all. She kept everyone in the dark, including Furina.
Yeah, yes. Yes, and then Furina had to keep everyone in the dark as well because of that. It was like a train of keeping things in the dark. But I don't know, I don't think Focalors necessarily deserves anger either. Because she just was doing what she had to do. She had to save people. So Celestia is the only place, the proper place to the heavenly principles.
Dear Diary.
That's where the anger should be
I
directed.
can't stop thinking about how we don't have a Hydro
Yeah,
Archon.
yeah.
It's not the 7 anymore.
Right.
We are officially missing one of the 7.
Right.
That's bonkers.
Right. There actually is no longer an Archon of Hydro. And Furina is just a person. Yeah, the 6. That's so crazy. There's no Hydro Archon. Her whole gimmick was to sacrifice herself. -1 Archon, but +1 nation that we get to keep. Which is cool. Does that mean Fontaine's the new Conria? Well, no, this will be the first time that we see a nation ruled by a dragon.
Dear Diary.
If you feel empty after the Archon quest, don't worry. Every region has 2 weekly bosses. So in the coming versions we might expect an Archon quest or an Archon story quest. And there is the We Will Be Reunited quests that drop every version. 0.5.
True, true. I'm content with Neuvillette being the one in power. It's important lore in Neuvillette's profile after you finish the quest. Okay. Well, we'll check out everything after I formally finish the quest.
Dear Diary.
Focalor was the director, Fontaine is the theater, the rest are actors playing their part.
Yeah. We've lost so many Archons recently, I think they're building up to a character
Says,
death.
sorry, kinda cringe to write this again, but I think it explains why Furina abruptly throwing us, Traveler, into the court for trial because she really looked forward to that magnificent and dramatic trial since the Traveler coming from another world that would add to the factor of surprise.
Oh, did she think that would... I mean, I guess she didn't have enough information to know that she would be the one on trial. Like, she didn't fully understand Focalors' plan. So maybe is that why she conducted so many trials and caused so much drama, is because she was trying to get to that part of the prophecy?
You are fine, child.
I missed you, MS Dish.
She would do anything? She just knew there would be one final trial to end it all. Carly, thank you for the Prime 2 years. Yeah, she was desperate. A bit afraid that Celestia might drop a nail because of Focalors' deception. Yeah, what happens now? Because, well, this is like unprecedented territory because now we have a full power
Man, I
dragon.
thought Celestia was going to smite Furina as soon as she walked out of Opera House after the flood. From the light in the sky glared.
Oh my gosh, imagine to just strike her down. I mean, what happens now? Well, obviously the Neuvillette has had the power to like
Dear Diary.
save everyone
I
in
like
Fontaine.
how we called Furina Jesus cause she can walk on water, but then she turned out
Right.
to actually be Jesus allegorically on.
Right. Furina and Focalors. Furina, oh yeah, totally. Falsely accused and was the sacrifice who suffered as a human being, devoid of and was separated from God. That's crazy how parallel that is. Huh. And she is Focalors, but is not. She died for our sin. Well, except it was Focalors who ended up dying in the end. But she suffered for us, for Fontaine. Celestia right now has a bigger problem than missing Archons, like the nation with 5 Gnosis in possession. Yeah, seriously. And now what happens now? Well, I mean, what are they going to do? There is no longer a Gnosis of Hydro. Because it was taken from the dragons and now has been reabsorbed by one of the dragons. So what then? So many questions that this has opened. All those quest guys who called Furina the Hydra will have to rename their
says,
videos.
I remember thinking she didn't tell Neuvillette her intentions BC. She wanted to protect him, so if she's exposed for her wrongdoings the general public would trust Neuvillette because he was never involved. But now if she would said something he probably would have stopped Focalors from dying, because in Act 4 he said he would rather not have the Hydro Archon disappearing just so he can get his dragon authority back.
Yeah, I suppose I should finish the Archon quest before speculating further. Because maybe there's questions. Obviously there's questions that haven't been answered for me yet.
Dear
Let's finish the quest.
Remember when
Then we
Nahida
can finish
used
talking.
Gnosis to break it to bring the Celestia's attention when she spoke to the doctor, and now Focalors did really bring the throne down. How scary.
Dear Diary.
It's true.
It makes sense why Furina tried to make everyone's trials as dramatic and crazy as possible. BC Focalors told her the one that saved her would be insane.
Right.
Also why she didn't care about Riothley's.
Right. So she was like trying. Man, I wish Focalors had given her just a little bit more information. But even in the end, she didn't know. She didn't know that like this was. Well, at the end, she said the prophecy wasn't true, but the prophecy was true. But I suppose leaving her out of the loop gives her innocence to some degree.
But it's actually been a few years and I'm happy to still be here enjoying the content.
It like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's complicated. Yeah, let's do the. I'm pretty sure I'm in like the epilogue.
Takutoma Monos says she preferred to die touching the water rather than breaking the promise.
Yeah.
Yay, a whole year as a sub. I'm super happy to be a part of an awesome community such as this one. Thank you for the time, Miss Dish and Dish Flower.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen, for the prime year. Fishy, thank you for the 6 months. Amish Zombies, thank you for the 100 bits.
You are fine, child.
A whole year.
Why are we verifying
Can I
file
now be named
integrity?
as some kind of dish? I want to be a borscht, if that's okay.
Let me see them. You like smacked her head. That's a scarf, by the way. I think one of them pulled it out. He bonked her. Marty has like, he's so gentle, he would never hurt either of them, but he has these like giant paws. He has really big paws. So when he hits, it's like loud. This doesn't answer my question as to why they need the Gnosis. No, I don't think that they've really explained why they want the Gnosis. Gnoses. No guy. Cats putting each other on dramatic trial. Wish my cats got along like that. Every day I wake up and I wish you were dead. No, every day I wake up and I look at this picture. I look at this picture of them cuddling in the window. Both of them fast asleep. Ashy and Ahsoka. And I am happy. Yeah, don't. Let's finish the quest. And then we can talk. Let's finish the quest so that you guys, but I appreciate you guys allowing me to speculate without. Oh, by the way, the cutscene is going to start immediately because I had to like force quit. Or the conversation. Yeah, okay.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
From Archon Quest I understood that Archon's throne has the dragon authority and not the Gnosis and serves as conductor for that power, but Focalors destroyed her throne so Hydro Gnosis became useless.
Oh, interesting. 152 days? What? Nothing. This is great. I'm glad I don't have to zoom through the Risley conversation.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
I'm surprised Miss Charlotte didn't crumble to her knees just now when he said that.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me.
How didn't she
With
fold?
that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Oh, Dono was a spoiler? Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know anything about the throne. So,
Hey,
are
no
you in
need
love
to be so
or?
nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once.
She
And I'll
just
be
cut him
honest,
off.
I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on.
Wow.
The boat that brought about
High
a miracle.
compliments.
The ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Looks
Still
like
in the
Charlotte's
sky.
trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
But not impossible.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Couple of researchers.
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
You're the same. Your hair looks the same as every other NPC. Don't worry.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen
Couple.
this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
No,
Ah, Siegeween.
I would not.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Huh? Oh, sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
Eat me.
So
I
Sweeney.
see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Yeah, what happened to Child?
He sure did win them over, huh?
Just went back to the training grounds.
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Furina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Oh, you know, I'd love to see you in one of Charlotte's photo shoots one day.
Is that really necessary? Our line of work doesn't really require much photographing.
It's precisely because we don't need the picture that they'll have value as keepsakes. You don't really look all that opposed to the idea, you know.
Maybe I'm just happy that I managed to once again avoid the spotlight. I think this interview went well either way.
Yes, you successfully kept prying eyes away by using Mr. Jurier and Miss Lurvine as shields. Very good.
You should be happy for them. They have a bright future ahead of them.
Why is he such a shipper? I mean, he's right, but... Oh, 3,000 miles. I'm not walking that far. Oh. Oh, the couple. I noticed it just too late.
It's over.
What did they... Is it too late? I'm sure they're gone. Unless... Listen, I designated a whole day to finish the quest, so I might as well do it. Oh, is it this level? I can't remember. It's probably gone. Nope, it's not gone.
Here are the interview notes. They mentioned that the flying ship may have many uses in the future, and the journalist asked me what I thought of them. Seriously, how would I know anything about that? Flight is just flight. Whether people want to use a flying ship to broadcast good news or organize weddings is none of my beeswax.
A wedding? Huh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I can do it too.
So the flying ship can be used for weddings?
I didn't say that. That journalist mentioned it, and what does that have to do with us anyway?
True. What does that have to do with us?
Okay, just kiss already. None of my beeswax.
It's
Sleepies says the harbor. Full circle, it's where we started.
True. Where we first met. When we first got accosted by Furina. Aww. Cutie patooties.
I haven't seen them! They really are here! How did you know?
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
Yes.
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
I was gonna say there's gotta be a lot of garbage in people's socks and papers and journals and teapots floating around everywhere.
Trick a friend.
Toilet paper?
I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
No, toilet paper. There's no toilets in Genshin. Oh, that would have really brought up the immersion if
You
there
could
was
just
just
make a
crap.
friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Just like flood debris all over Fontaine. Mud everywhere.
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
No.
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this.
Oh,
He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
And that said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Oh, yay!
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler?
Are these two, the Traveler still kind of hasn't forgiven Linny and Lynette, right?
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Furina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's Gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
High plate.
Wow. Great. Love that. I'm tired. I'm tired. Why? I mean, it's useless, right? It's useless? Empty?
A diplomatic gift? A Gnosis?
It's empty?
Yes, I was
Useless?
quite
No
surprised
power?
at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Okay. Give her, like, a new fur coat or something. The Gnosis?
Well, that's true, but this is a Gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
An
would
ornate
agree,
dresser.
But I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meropide a while back.
Okay.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The Gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds.
Okay.
I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
Wukashu, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Make sure you say thank you if you got one. Thank you. Wow, appreciate it so much. At least it's okay. Mr. Child.
So shocked
Thank you so
by
much.
such a simple switching of sides?
Oh. Okay, maybe you can
Father.
explain. Papa!
Well, well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as Harbingers, yes.
I mean, okay, I guess we don't fully know what the reason is for the Fatui collecting Gnosis. But if it's to, like, go up against Celestia, then maybe I am on the Fatui side. Maybe let's give them all to them.
Don't be too
Maybe
preoccupied with
that's what we
science.
should be
The goal
focusing
of the
on.
Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
You keep your position.
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Actually, I remembered something. Please help us deliver this.
A vision?
Oh, right!
All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Wait, so that means the child had to use only his delusion the entire time that he was fighting the whale. That sucks. He's gonna be like 45 years old
That's a wrap for
next
me.
time we see him.
Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to
gonna
report
be
to take a
ancient.
photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite
Right about my kids, though.
pleasant. Oh, I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Bye.
Oh,
Papa.
she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
She's
Don't
a
be
girl
too
boss.
nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
Quest
To
item?
move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now.
Pockets
Have a good day,
moment.
you two.
This is oddly insightful. Pockets are pockets, so...
Shall we go see how Neuvillette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
So did I actually get a pocket? Handbook? Tears? Where is it? All that hullabaloo and it's not even there. Pockets. They do be just pockets, I guess. Pocket. It disappeared. It was a magic trick. Yum. Too slow. I got scammed.
Dear Diary.
Just a thought about Child's deactivated vision. I wonder if it's similar to Kazuha's electro buddies. Going into Theocrafting realm, maybe Child has a grander hydro purpose, like Kazuha's friend Electro Vision blocking Raiden.
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there!
Hurry, run! I'm not 100% sure I'm tracking with you, but...
So, you really are here, Neuvillette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting.
Let's go.
So I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Let's go. Q&A time.
Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Oh.
Whoa. So that's what happened?
He's in mourning. Yeah, true. I only saw Furina's part myself.
Focalors destroyed the
So did
divine
everyone.
throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you,
Divine
transforming
throne.
you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element.
Oh my gosh.
Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Wow.
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
He Pinocchio'd them.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was that moment that the Fontainians were truly born. Wow. Wait, they were born again. Man, the Bible parallels are crazy. They were given new life.
Hello, good afternoon.
Ezekiel 37:26. I'll give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will remove from you the heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking,
And they were
Focalor
baptized.
finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
Lots of things.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know
Yeah,
it.
let's go. Only 4? Okay. Initial verdict passed on to child. Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal.
Oh.
But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability.
Okay.
As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial,
That was Focalors.
whether it was due to that liability by association or Focalors deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Oh my gosh.
Guess Focalors had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question.
Let's go. Tangent question.
Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Albedo yo, any posters for my lost sister / brother? Any laws for me dragon sovereign?
Albedo? Oh. Yeah. Man, you'd think he'd know something.
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
Yeah, I think we did already ask him.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Wow.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the
Child
truth as I know
summoning
it.
ritual. Birth ritual, yeah. About Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Furina has already left. What's that all about?
Left?
Ah, Lady Furina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House.
She's going on an adventure.
I related Focalors' words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted.
Oh no.
She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay,
I understand.
right?
Let her sleep.
You need not worry.
She doesn't have
I
to
will make
pretend
arrangements
anymore.
to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal.
Well, yeah, and now she's gonna start aging. Well, in as much as a Genshin character will age. But, you know, she's no longer suspended in time.
But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalors the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I was in her position, I probably would want to run away to like the furthest corner of the earth and change my hair and change my name and actually live a normal life.
What
Or
about
try
you
to.
then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
Actually, Focalors Furina should spend some time with Nahida. Get some wisdom and comfort from her.
After Focalors passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function.
Right.
This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts.
Oh my.
From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like
It's
you're
tough.
still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
Maybe you should get a jury.
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do.
Yeah.
But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person.
It's a lot of work.
Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true.
Water
That power
power.
was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can
Boogie the
serve as a
Dragon
complete
says, "Can we
substitute.
please take a moment
Another
and give
reason
a big
why I
hug to
cannot
Furina?
quite leave
Poor
Fontaine
girl
immediately.
suffered for 500 years pretending to be what she was not."
I don't think she wants to see anyone. As of now, I have full command over Pneumosia. It can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
TikTok killed the Ortrees. Is he technically Fontaine's new Archon? More than that. He's like, I mean, the dragons have more powers than the Archons. So, no, he's the leader, but not really there is no more Hydro Archon. Yeah, he's the sovereign. He's the sovereign. Okay, talk to me about why you gave the knave the Gnosis, please.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality,
It's useless, right?
the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power.
But, wait. But I thought that the Gnosis power was taken from you.
As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
That's not enough information. I guess I thought that I guess in my mind the Gnosis was the same, functioned similarly to like a vision, where once its like source power is removed, that it would be like void or like wouldn't be able to be used. To my understanding, the Gnosis's power comes from, it was taken from the dragons. Who knows? So somebody knows. He said he didn't say I have no need for the Gnosis. He said I have no need for the Gnosis's power. So what do you mean by that? Ashikai knows? Yeah, maybe let's watch Ashikai video after this.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Well, I doubt it's out already.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Natlan.
As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons?
Elaborate!
Like you?
No.
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
Wait, they domesticated themselves? House dragons?
Natlan is also the nation
How to
of
Train Your
war.
Dragon?
War ravages those lands like an undying flame.
Oh no.
There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you.
That's really exciting.
The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Capitano. Okay.
Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I mean, it's only 4.2. We're not going to get Natlan for some time.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan.
Oh, I will.
In the meantime,
for like a year.
Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away.
Prelude.
I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, we're not getting there till 5.0. We never do a 0.9, so we have 6 patches left before that time comes to pass.
Natlan is going to be the start of our Targaryen era.
Yeah, that's where my brain went.
Albedo yo, no poster for my lost brother Senor Dragon. Hello?
I honestly feel like the Traveler has reached a point of there's no use looking for the sibling in this world. The only way I think she or he has understood the only way to reach my sibling is to uncover the truth of the world, which basically means carry it out to the end. So this very I don't know, I feel like asking is ask for information, I suppose, but I think she's come to a place of understanding. Yeah, we already asked him though.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
Okay.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Skirk.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Neuvillette?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend.
The authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with a curse, a god's curse mixed in?
I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Yeah, me neither.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Means the third descender. On his person?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Is it the little gem right here?
Huh. According to
So
your
they're dead.
parlance, I believe it may be called a Gnosis.
Oh. So the Gnosis... What does parlance mean? So the Gnosis contains remains of the Descenders? Parlance, a particular way of speaking or using words, especially a way common to those of a particular job or interest. They are the remains.
Well, that much is true. After Focalors' divinity faded, she handed her Gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
Please help us understand what the Descenders are.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him.
The surface. Okay, so maybe this has been noted before, but the abyss is below. And Tevat, I think Tevat is the surface.
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense.
which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you.
Objects of misfortune. So are all the descenders...
To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
Girl, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? That's what I'm saying. We're in sync, me and him.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts.
Ugh.
And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
I'm sick of this. Stop being so vague. Everyone stop being so vague.
This third descender you refer to.
Yes.
Who are they?
Yes.
And when did they die?
Thank you.
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
That is not helpful. I hate this. I hate knowing just enough to, like, know what the term
That's what she told
is.
me. Whether it would prove useful or not.
No.
I wanted to pass that information on to you.
It is useful, but not yet. It's like a puzzle piece. It's like a plain blue puzzle piece.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
Misfortune. So some voodoo lady told you that you had an unlucky object, so you just gave it to the Fatui? She mentioned one of them. I am the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One of the Gnosis are related to the descender. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders. And two, the one who came before me has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them.
I don't even know what it means, honestly.
That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
The Gnosis, multiple, come from the third descender. So all of them? All the Gnosis come from the third descender specifically? Okay, so what's that got to do with me?
I wonder. Does your body also possess similar properties?
Yep. Okay, I was just gonna say that. So if the descenders are related to at least the fourth descender are related to being able to conduct elemental energy, and the Gnosis and the Traveler is able to conduct elemental energy of any kind, she herself is a conduit. So then, does that mean, is she wanted dead or alive? Obviously she's useful. She possesses the same power as the Gnosis, but also of a living being. I'm tripping out. I'm tripping out. This is too much. It's too much and it's not enough.
Being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right?
Right, the Abyss sibling is not a descender.
No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy.
Yeah, what happens when the traveler resonates with all 7 elements? What if it's like a cycle? What if... Wait, I'm cooking. What if the Descenders are sent down one at a time through the same cycle? And if they succeed, they like make it out in some way. But if they don't, their power gets disseminated to Teyvat. Through the Gnosis. Genshin, the word Genshin means, I'm just gonna make sure I'm correct. Genshin in Chinese is Yunshin, which means original god. The first descender is still in Teyvat, the primordial one. Is she in Teyvat? Is she bound to Teyvat? Hard to say. Rukatavasa said that Nahida was the purest branch of the Samsara.
Cat Insomniac says so the ongoing theory going around is the Saritsu is trying to revive the 3rd Descender with the Gnosis so they don't necessarily need the direct power/authority of the Gnosis, just the pieces. I'll let you all cook on that. Also, I believe the Giant Tower has a bit more info/lore on these cycles you were speculating.
Giant Tower. I see. Okay. Didn't she stop us from leaving Teyvat? Right, our sibling is not a descender. I feel like I can visualize it. I can like visualize my theory, but I'm having a hard time explaining it. And then the question is, if the Fatui have access outside, or rather underneath Teyvat, the Harbingers, they obviously know something that we don't know, and that the rest of Teyvat doesn't know. Aside from maybe, like, Zhongli, the other... he has information that he's withholding from us, right? And Venti, I think, also has information that he's withholding. Nahida's not withholding. I don't think Raiden's withholding. Maybe Makoto would have known, but...
Following person says, was the woman who stopped us at the beginning the primordial one?
Yes. Yizhong. Wait, no. Wait, what is her name? Oh, the Sustainer.
Dear Diary.
Right, the Sustainer.
MS
No.
Dish, I have a speculation her tomb is dead and Albedo's mom just created a version of him and that makes him a Teyvat person and will not be called as 3rd Descender. And also a part of me think that Paimon is a part of her twin, that's why Paimon is very scared of leaving Lumi/Ether, but still we have a lot of things to learn.
hate this. I enjoy the speculation, I enjoy the theories, but man, I hate having like so much information, but not enough to glue it all together.
Insomniac says also, I find it odd/suspicious that Zhongli is the only one so far that doesn't have some sort of copy or double of himself while on the other Archons do.
Yeah. Venti? I guess Venti technically does. Every Archon has had some kind of parallel. Some kind of like matching image.
Dear Diary.
Our sister/brother is Descender, and the reason why she/he is in Ermunzel because she is possessed by
Venti
Sinner,
would be
who is
the
originally
friend.
from Teyvat.
The only thing...
Dear Diary.
Plot twist, we wake up and realize Genshin is made by a bunch of creative kids role-playing and it was all fake.
Good one, paralysis. Our oldest brother is a Descender. And the reason why she is in Ermunzel is because she possessed by the Sinner, who's originally
My
from
personal
Teyvat.
theory is that the sibling might be the third Descender, and since they were only recorded in Ermunzel about 500 years ago, they might have died and been reborn or mimicked like the Oceanid. The fact that the Traveler's abilities always match the Archons, and the Archons derive their power from the Gnosis/3RD Descender remains let me cook 5 head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sibling already said, you will go through this world as I have. And you will learn the truth. And that the sibling will wait for us until we get there. And also indicated that kind of time is no issue. Like, we will always have enough time. Kind of indicates that Teyvat is somehow outside of time. Or is contained in some way. Then there is the second Descender. Who is the second Descender? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. More like we will keep playing Genshin. This is all just a ploy to keep us guessing so that we will stay in Genshin forever. The Traveler is the fourth Descender. That's what Lumine just said. Well, my Lumine. I wonder if the second Descender is the Sinner.
Dear Diary.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them, and cause them no harm.
Dear Diary.
Thanks.
What if Descenders are antivirus, Teyvat is the desktop, Abyss is your virus/dirty code, so to speak. The cyclical nature of time is the computer getting factory reset. Kek.
Can always count on Mojo for left field comments.
Guys99 says I just don't think our sibling is the third Descender because the timeline doesn't match up.
I don't know much about the timeline, so if you say that, you're probably right. Ravenscott don't know all. I mean, that Lund chapter title is also Ode to Resurrection. From the Travail chapter video. It's not Senora coming back, but the third Descender coming back from the Fatui Plains. That seems like a very viable theory.
Dear Diary.
That can explain why Bennett is so unlucky. Maybe he possesses a piece of Gnosis from birth because he was found in Mare Jaivari.
Oh!
I have a theory that the fake sky is our phone screen, and in the end the characters are going to discover that it was all a video game.
I will kill myself if that happens. I'll walk off the bridge. I'll walk off my my balcony if that's how this game ends. Next question. Next comment.
Dear Diary.
All these conspiracies and theory crafting is for us to keep the Gambu alive. It's all working to Ho Ya versus Panemdish Donk.
Bad ending. I will have a bad ending. If that's how the game ends. Oh no, it was all a dream. Good morning. The end. Roll credits. Rukadavata did say in the new Samsara. Yeah, I mean, there's, I think, all of the themes that have pervaded through the Archon quest specifically. We have rebirth, recycle, Samsara, sacrifice, trials. I think it's all gonna make sense in the end. Reduce and reuse, of course, don't forget those. Pervaded. Pervused.
Hidashi and chat less than 3.
You're right, we already know that this sky is fake and that we're being prevented from leaving. Right. So someone is, it gives the sense that we're being used to accomplish something.
Says if you go to the big tower, Terry's a piece of pepper lying on the ground near the teleport. If you read it, I think you'll find that you are cooking. Let cook.
You think I'm cooking? Really? Sometimes I feel like I never cook. I feel like I cook, but then I'm not enough of a lore head to actually to like actually know for sure. Like I cook with what I have, but I don't have enough ingredients. At least I can't retain it all. Because I just don't have the stamina to learn that much lore. Wow, I was cooking. Hey, sometimes you just need the simple ingredients, okay? Okay, we'll go to the top of the tower after this.
Comparing the Traveler to the dead third Descender and all?
I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
Yes,
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Well, Neuvillette, sometimes we have to work with the information that we have. And for some of us, it's been more than 3 years. I don't know if we've been trying to understand what's going on in Genshin Impact. So maybe... Thank you. Let me have fun.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here
Throws a bone.
over for now.
Yes.
Dear Diary.
All the
What if
Focalors'
Bennett
efforts
is
were for
Natlan's
this
Gnosis
moment as well.
personified and the why he is unlucky or something aware?
What if Bennett is Natlan's Gnosis personified? And why is he unlucky? Bennett's secret Archon. That would be a shocking twist. Or what if we get like a 5-star Bennett?
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human.
The guillotine.
Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
If wishes were clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
It's so poetic of him. So I need a wish more. Okay, got it. Oh, from... Let me switch to my friendship team. Bravo. Bravo. I still like Sumeru better. Oh.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I suggest that you fully prepare yourself.
Dang, I thought I was gonna get A little more ingredients to cook with. I wish. Oh, I can't even activate the Traveler's Constellations.
Dear Diary.
This Archon quest was such a wonderful, natural improvement from Samsara. Poor Furina. She deserves a blankie, friends, and a hug.
Yeah.
Both she and Neuvillette have been through so much and need time to heal. They need a break. With that said, I'm glad that Neuvillette is around to provide her with the tools she needs to finally carve her own path, like a supportive father. I hope Furina is able to live the life she always wanted and Neuvillette is able to heal as the new Hydro Archon.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. I should take a picture with him. I didn't notice. I literally did not notice that her hair changes based on her form. Pizza. Let's have you look at the camera. I was trying to have her look at Neuvillette. Oh. Pizza. Smile.
Dear Diary.
Like I said, Mercia Neuvillette is like if a man and a woman had a baby.
What do I want? Yay! Family portrait. Ugh, so many questions. So few answers. When did I get that? I get it and I don't get it. I understand, but I don't understand. I believe it, but I don't see it. Right.
Guys. I have a theory and it is my time to cook. I can answer all of your questions. The story actually ends when we all die and get to meet our Lord and Savior, Tartar Galicious. I'm a genius, I know. Biblically accurate Genshin Pog.
I was actually waiting for something of substance. Kumaraski, thank you for the 100. Abyss Prince, thank you for the 100. Canadian, thank you for the 17 months. Mickey, thank you for the 100. Davanique, thank you for the 100. Sedsme, thank you for you gifted. You cheered a few times. Thank you so much. Moj, thank you for the 100. Duan for the 100. Ayato Juice, thank you for the 100. Colleen, thank you for the 100. Thank you for all of your commentary. Ozzy, thank you for the 10 months. Full Metal, thank you for the 16. Retro, thank you for the 4 months. Okay, so should I read all of these, or are there specific ones I should read for lore purposes? Neuvillette's voice line about Furina.
Now the curtain has finally fallen on her performance. The character she portrayed was an imaginary one, yet in playing that role, she fulfilled her duties. Though she is meek and full of doubt by nature, she was able to use madness to stiffen her resolve and see her duty through to its conclusion. The work that she has done over the centuries is truly immense. If she were to ever make a return to the stage, I should personally attend the performance and give her my heartfelt applause. Yes, I must do so when the opportunity arises.
Oh my gosh, so if I had listened to this before I played the Archon quest, it would have been completely spoiled. That's crazy. Oh, it was locked? Oh, it wasn't unlocked. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thank you for the awesome streams.
I didn't look. His vision story is the important one. Vision story. Neuvillette does not need a vision to manipulate the elements. However, there were some things he learned only after regaining his complete form. Okay. Severely wounded in the Great War of Vengeance, the usurper had their functions ruined and could no longer use their absolute authority to suppress the original order of this world. To continue to subdue and control the resentments and loathing of the world, the usurper, who once came after, created the Gnosis together. The usurper and the ones who came after. So I wonder if that would be the Descenders? So it came to be that the order was made to be upheld, and thus did the humans come to only possess these 7 remembrances, and all fragments of the primordial were driven to devour each other. From this day on, whenever a person wishes reach the heavens, the 7 overseers of the material realm were duty-bound to grant them a gift, though they might know nothing of who or what wish they had stepped into the threshold of the sacred. The 7 Archons still had to impart a shattered shard of their mastery to that person, and when one so gifted completed their duty, the gift of gods would receive in return. The gift the gods would receive in return would be more abundant still. Neuvillette obeys no edict from the heavens, but he does acknowledge human will. So he too set aside part of himself, as like unto the dragon's treasure hoard of old, awaiting valiant humans to come and claim them. Wait, so the 7 Archons do grant visions?
Dear Diary.
From what we understood is that Gnosis is only an enhancer for elemental power, and a conductor to use dragon's authority, and divine throne is the one that possesses dragon authority, and Focalors destroyed her throne.
Okay. Enhancer? Thank you for the 100. Sounds like an automatic thing. It's more like Celestia grants it from shards of the Archon's power. Maybe they do it unconsciously.
Okay, seriously, I have a theory about the sibling. Hear me out. Hear ye, hear ye. I think Traveler being from Teyvat could mean either of these 3 things. 1. That the sibling probably tampered with Irminsul, since they have been in Sumero with Dine and they met the Chlorine Valburic guy. 2. When Nahida told us about the sibling, she said that there could be a person so powerful tampering with the sibling's fate, so it could be the sinner influencing them. I ran out of word frick.
Okay, makes sense.
Dear Diary.
Possible.
Check Furina's vision design and how it's different from the rest of Fontainians. Should give you a hint of who granted her power.
Oh. Are those fingers? I need to unlock her claws. That's a massive spoiler for her story quest. Oh. Mojo, you're gonna get timed out again. Your contributions have been negligibly helpful this stream. Awesome. Oh man. Should I listen to anything else for right now in her story or voice lines or Neuvillette's? Archon opinions about Furina. Oh. That's in this, right? Oh, would it be in... What's Archon lines? All the other Archons? Oh, I see. Gosh, I thought that was like a category. I'm like, whoa, what are you guys saying?
For 5 centuries, I dueled the Raiden Shogun in my personal realm of consciousness to confirm the steadfastness of my will. Yet this Furina you speak of, though possessing only a frail human body, committed herself to acting out her part every second of every day for 500 years. A true battle of the spirit.
Aww.
Her willpower has indeed reached the level of a god.
Agree. Yes, let's put some respect on her name.
Dear Diary.
Only.
If you would be so kind, please do read under new voice lines about the Archons.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting, thank you.
She made a contract with her own self to save the nation. Strictly adhered to it for over 5 centuries without once wavering, and even fooled the heavenly principles in the end. I have great respect for approaches to justice that place exacting demands not only on others, but also on the self. Though her divinity has vanished, and the throne of the Archon is no more, Furina will go down in Fontaine's history as a god of justice worthy of recognition.
Yeah. I don't have Venti, so I can't hear his. I can't wait to hear Nahida's.
People often say that wisdom isn't about what you know, but knowing what you can change. It is beyond question that the prophecy was carved into Ermin so long ago. And while it may look like nothing has changed, it also seems like everything has. I think we both know her to be smart enough to turn the fate of the world around.
Oh my gosh, fate of the world. I'm asking, yeah, carved into Irminsul is an interesting word. Interesting choice of words. Almost indicates that Irminsul has abilities to dictate the future. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up Venti's voice line. Venti. Well, it's kind of what she did. Wow, I was so loud. I'm so sorry. I didn't anticipate that. So sorry, so sorry.
Dear Diary.
Can we look at Freminet voice line about Furina? Verdict.
Yes. Femi. Where is he? Femi. Oh.
I'm in no position to give
Oh, I
a
don't have
well-rounded
it.
opinion on the Hydro Archon, so...
Oh, wait.
But BI 420 says if can please read the law on the KFC glider. It implies Alice and maybe the Hexensical to guard the borders of Teyvat.
On the
So maybe
KFC
they
glider,
purposely
that's so
let
random.
outsiders like the Traveler and others inside to shift the changes / timeline in Teyvat and guide them to at times.
Sure, I'll look. That's such a random place to put it, Lord. About...
Dear Diary.
Humans from Teyvat are inherently born with
I don't
elemental
see it.
power. You see that with Eremites who are capable using elements by borrowing them from their own summons, but Celestia is the one who shows the worthy ones and gives them a vision.
I can't find it. KFC. Remine talks about Furina. No. I don't have the voice line. It's not showing up on the Genshin Impact wiki. Oh, here it is. He's right. Is there another one? Dang it! Need to get to Friendship 6. The KFC wings, you say? Has lore. The pair of wings. Oh. Oh my gosh. Once upon a time, the world was ruled by dragons, but not the ones you hear about in stories. They were more akin to a cross between lizards and chickens. Later on, humans appeared in this world. No one knows what happened. Maybe they came with the falling meteorites. Who knows? What we do know is that they had a strange habit which was known as Sunday dinner. Dragon drumsticks and dragon wings were smeared with flour, and they were subjugated to the flames of the furnaces that humans made. They were made into food for everyone. They say that dragon meat tastes delicious, causing the people to lick their fingers after eating. The Sunday feast, which used to only happen once a week, became a daily occurrence because the meat was just that good. That's really dark. This is great. Let's have Sunday dinner every week. And so everyone cheered. And that's how the time of the dragons came to an end. The wind glider commemorates this great extinction. But it was not always its color. It was once blue and white. Kali's mother changed its color scheme to be more amenable to that of their family, which resulted in its current form. She returns home briefly, leaving the wind gliders behind before leaving once more. Teyvat's borders have grown fragile in these past 2 years. Looks like Mommy's gonna have to get busy. Teyvat's borders. Oh gosh. Yeah. Soon you will have the concert ones. When after I go to the concert. Finger licking good. They literally said finger licking good. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh, I can 90 him easy. Yay. Okay, someone said at the top of the tower. Truthfully, I don't know if I can... Oh, I don't even know where the tower is. Here? I can't remember. Oh, it's this one, right? The top of the tower has lore. Neuvillette on the Archons.
Nothing will stop me from rendering judgment on each of the 7. As the Archon who won the authority of Geo, Deus Ori must be called to trial. If one does not wish to see us on opposite sides of a conflict, they need not worry.
Whoa.
For I intend to stay in Fontaine for the foreseeable future, which could well mean another 400 years. As another point of consolation, even when the trial eventually takes place, it is still not a given that the judgment will lead to a physical confrontation.
Oh my gosh, she sounds so angry.
I shall fulfill my vow to judge all of the 7 in turn, even if the sky should fall and the ground give way. As the recipient of the authority of Animo, the god of breeze and hope must also stand trial. He spends most of his time being a harmless drunkard. Well,
That's so
even
embarrassing.
I must meet him for myself and proceed from there. As a survivor of the dragon race who has regained my full dragonhood, I must fulfill my oaths and obligations, even if it means returning all the water in the oceans back to the heavens.
Ooh.
In taking the authority of Electro, the Narukami placed herself on the list of the usurpers.
Oh.
She will... Oh. You say she has isolated herself in the plane of Euthymia, now rarely appears in public. Then I shall pay her a visit in another few centuries.
Neuvillette needs to get out more.
Though the day will come when I put her on trial, I must commend the god of verdure on her sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
Few things are without flaws in this world, but the devotion and benevolence she displays are a testament to her commitment to continued progress. I felt enormous regret when I learned of the mistreatment she has endured over the past 500 years.
Oh, wow. She suffered for 500 years. Just like Nahida. No one can hate Nahida. No one can get mad at Nahida.
I was once advised to wear a counterfeit vision so that I might more easily intervene during moments of crisis. To be quite frank, I was not enamored by this suggestion, nor the implication that one must only exercise the power that is rightfully theirs under false pretenses. With that said, however, I have developed a newfound appreciation for the value of human yearning and determination, having spent considerable time around vision-bearing humans.
Jerry Licious, use your head pat. He was most angry at Zhongli.
Excuse me? You're saying that even some members of the 7 don a counterfeit vision before mingling with their people? My apologies. I was just caught off guard by the absurdity of the situation.
He laughed. He laughed.
From my observations, humans have a tendency to view themselves as being in opposition with nature. And whenever this point is raised, someone is always quick to respond by declaring that humans are in fact a part of nature like any other organism. To someone like me, however, who knows an inkling of the truth, what would be most beneficial is if human civilization and the natural world of this planet could seek ways to coexist with one another. Nothing will stop me. Someday, the bishop's ancestry can be traced directly back to the Fontaine, which is why they are so adept at evolution. I am reminded of an old custom that the dragons once observed. We would take a sip of our perished young brethren's blood. Whenever the tides are disrupted by the motion of the moon and stars, the water within the bodies of us hydro-organisms surges up towards our heads, reminding us that our deceased kin will soon be revived.
Oh. Oh. Man, things are about to get kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
I don't know how Sigewinne is faring these days, but if I hear so much as the whiff of a rumor that she's being bullied, I shall summon Wriothesley here and demand an explanation.
Stop.
She's so kind and vulnerable. She brought me some camera film the last time she visited, and asked to listen to more of my commentary on the water of Natlan. How long is it until her next vacation?
Wow, she's even got the Dragon Sovereign fooled.
People seem to respond to the sight of a man in the rain without an umbrella, as if it were some sort of strange spectacle.
It was so romantic of him.
I usually do my best to avoid forming personal relationships or even collaborating with others outside of established procedures. But you have shown yourself to be trustworthy, And you have no problematic entanglements with Fontaine's local factions. Therefore, I would be pleased to journey with you.
Yeah, that's his trouble, that people stare at him when he's walking in the rain.
This is something that I can only say in private. I could never publicly share my views on this matter. It positively baffles me that Fonta has managed to become such a popular drink. Though I suppose its appeal to humans is not beyond comprehension.
With you.
One can both rehydrate and replenish blood sugar in one gulp, and at an exceptionally cheap price.
That's how I feel about soda.
I went to see an opera recently.
Oh.
It was about a lady whose personal charm and manipulative schemes allowed her to continue to dominate the affairs of the grand mansion where she lived even after her death, like a ghost that refused to be exorcised. The acting was impeccable, and the story exceptional. It also reminded me of the current state of affairs in the real world.
Interesting.
For a number of reasons, I rarely leave Fontaine. As a result, though I enjoy tasting spring water from all over the world, I always have it delivered to me here, rather than collecting it myself. And yes, subtle as the flavor differences between samples of different regions may be, I am perfectly capable of distinguishing between them. Do you still doubt me? I am the Eudex. I do not lie.
I'm the Eudex and I cannot lie. I like water I can't deny.
I have to say, my daily life is not without its inconveniences. For instance, I often find myself stepping on my robes as I sit down, or squashing my coiffure against the chair. And if I lean my head too far back, sometimes my hair even gets caught in the ornamentation. Nevertheless, I must wear these garments to maintain the dignity of a Chief Justice, and endure whatever inconveniences this entails. Incidentally, the world at large appears to operate on this general principle too. Everyone is faced with an identity that they must accept, endure, understand, and eventually learn to coexist with. This has been my experience all along.
Coiffure, it just means hairstyle. It just means elaborate hairstyle. He's so funny. He's so posh. Get this man some sweatpants. Yeah, he's sick of the decadent life. It is pretty elaborate. Honestly. Like that. How did you do that? Is like, I have to just assume that this part is like, it's like a clip-in or something. Because how does your hair stick up like that? I feel bad for the cosplayers who have to create this somehow. Hair that just sticks straight up for no reason. I want to braid it so bad. Yeah, me too. I mean, what? Let's go see what's on the top of the tower, and then we'll close. See, it's almost been 2 hours, and we're still on the Archon quest. I mean, we're done with it, but like, not really. Told you guys. Get in line, girl. Hey, you look like a puzzle. Wow. No chest. It's next to the TP? Oh, this one? Okay. Well, we'll just stroll on over there, I suppose.
Yep. Strike a pose.
Alright, fine, I'll get it later. Whee! She really can walk on water. That's so crazy. Even after her E skill. Oh. Okay, not forever. Not forever, is it? I guess I should have refreshed it. forever with contingencies. Alright, apparently this is gonna show me that I was cooking. That I was cooking before, so let's hear it. Love the music. Beautiful, peaceful, and wistful. Just how I like it. Oh. Oh, I love it. Need the name of this one. Good old wistful, melancholy piano. Sign me up. Okay. The Tower of Ipsissimus comes from an old concept from the ancient Fontainian kingdom of Remuria. It was used to describe a powerful will that could rule, sustain, and destroy the world. The tower was designed by the Narcissan I never know how to finish that word, Ordo, and it represents the evolution of the human soul and the infinite mysteries of the world. Narcissan Ordo believes that people continuously refine themselves through samsara cycles. These include Hyperborea, Natlantine, Remuria, and the first half of the fourth Samsara, Conarya, which we are presently experiencing. Well, that's just basically confirmation. The first half, so we're, okay, so if we, well, when this was written, I suppose, when this was written, it was the first half of the fourth samsara, and we're the fourth descender. Conria, that's obviously a reference to Conria, so I wonder if this is before or after the destruction of Conria that this was written. Because then that could potentially indicate that we're in the second half of the samsara. And maybe it was our sibling who went through the first half. What an obscure note to be left here. Please take note that these are just names given to these eras by the Ordo based on ancient text, and these evolutions refer to a spiritual revolution. Yeah, evolution. There's no intent here to antagonize any researchers. Research results obtained by the academia. The human spirit undergoes the loss of paradise. The loss of paradise, the defeat of evil dragons, the original sin, the baptism, and finally, freedom from the gods. Finally, we would like to thank the following ladies and gentlemen for their generous support. Madam Redacted, Mr. Eliphas Redacted, and Mr. Redacted. Most of the names have been struck out. Yeah, we just had the baptism. Loss of paradise. Would that be the loss of Conria?
Carriages says everything in Genshin happens in threes, and we're on the fourth Samsara.
Right.
We're the fourth Descender.
Right.
And fun fact, every character in their Chara
Paradise
trial was
Lost.
C3, aside from Neuvillette and Wanderer. Cook with that what you will.
Huh. Loss of paradise. Would that be the loss of Conria? Defeat of the evil dragons. Okay, so I have to assume that that means the sovereigns. Or that would be my guess, I suppose. And then the original sin. I can't decide if that is referring to... That can't be... Oh gosh, this is complicated. Yeah, just a random note on the ground. The 13 witches helped the 7 dragons defeat the Abyssian dragons? Wait, there's abyssal dragons? This is news to me. Hyperborea, the loss of paradise. Nat Lentine, defeat of evil dragons. Rumeria, original sin and the baptism. And Conria, freedom from the gods. The ones in Dragon Spine. Oh. So freedom from the gods, that's the next step. And then... Does that mean once you achieve freedom from the gods, it's gonna cycle again? The destruction?
Dear Diary.
What if the defeat of evil dragons means what will go down in that land?
Thank you for the 100, guys. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. Ashikai. I need an Ashikai right now. I think original sin is referring to Igaria creating humans. Yes, I think so, but I think it could also be referring to the creation of the Gnosis and the transfer of power from the sovereigns to Archons. Or at least Focalors drew the parallel between the two. That what she, or rather what the previous Hydra Archon was guilty of, was exactly the same. My brain is overheating. I'm not a theory crafter, bro.
Paimon stated that rule of 3 should be the rule 4 during the root quest, where help him 3 times and we succeed at the 4th time of stopping the cycle. Noted.
Oh, I remember that because I finished the root quest recently. Yes, the rule of 3 should be the rule of 4 because it was the 4th time that they achieved success, not the 3rd. So there has to be 3 failures, and the 4th will succeed.
When they say freedom from the gods, do they mean literal freedom from the gods? Or freeing the gods from power? Or am I thinking too hard?
No, I don't think so. I think we're all thinking too hard because we don't have enough information. We don't have enough information to fully understand what's going on, intentionally. But the theorizing is fun.
Dear Diary.
4.
Thanks, Luke. So true. What if Paimon has been through every loop, so that's why she knows so much? Maybe Paimon has been through the loops, but she doesn't remember. It would, yeah, at least it would indicate that the everything is running parallel. Like this, we're in the 4th cycle with the 4th descender. Well, we're the 4th descender. Maybe give the paper to Nahida and let her cook. Yeah, that sounds like a wise idea.
Oh, what if she's been the other Descender's travel guide?
Yeah, that was my guess. Well, if you want to, we could contain this to just Fontaine. Or at least these parts, the original sin and the baptism. But I would assume that Fontaine is an indicator of what's going on in Teyvat as a whole. Like it's both. Yeah, Dainsleif would remember. Oh, then Dainsleif would remember him from his travels. That's true, you're right. You're right. Dane doesn't remember Paimon. Or at least hasn't let on that he does. Maybe our sibling realized the Samsara cycle and repeated it, but remembered it's like we did because we're Outlanders.
Dear Diary.
I love when my PG-12 game has random texts dropped in the ground with huge lore bits that surely a 12-year-old would understand.
I know. You know, Genshin doesn't have blood. It's not gruesome. But as far as the reading level of some of this lore, like, girl, I'm 27. I'm decently educated, but I don't know. I think I'd have to devote my entire content career to only studying lore, which I don't really want to do, and I would rather learn what I can at my leisure, and then get spoon-fed by YouTubers who put in the work for it. Thanks, Ashikai. What if our sibling was there when at the end of the cycle because it reset Irminsul? Had our twin to be part of Teyvat? Yeah, nothing but respect from my lore content creators. But unfortunately, I'm a dirty casual. And I managed to start creating content about Genshin when the game was getting popular. So I became everyone's big sister. That didn't necessarily provide any specific value other than just hanging out. So I have the leisure of making casual, entertaining content, I think. So I'm grateful that I somehow get to be a lazy face of Genshin Impact content. Even though there are content creators that put in so much more work than I do. I kind of got lucky, and I held on to the luck, and I ran with it. Lazy face of Genshin, dream job? Yeah, it is. Genshin's wine aunt. I should start drinking wine on stream. I'd be the wine aunt, although I don't really like wine. Bye, streamer.
Saturn_453 says, what if the other sibling was the second descender and they found out about the cycle and that's why they aren't counted as a descender in this cycle?
The second? So then who would be the third in that theory? Yeah, we're just vibing casually. Love your streams and content though, you're chill and fun. Thank you. Well, I think that's what I do best. So I'm not gonna complain and overthink it. Just enjoy it. Yeah, Nahida, as far as Nahida knows, the sibling isn't a descender. Oh, that agenda is very old. Oh my gosh. I think my brain is filled up to here.
Dear Diary.
This PG-12 game has cannibalism, killing people and burying them underground and using their bodies as fertilizers, children being plants, see Ganoderma, whole freaking reports, sacrificial offerings, racist segregation. Should I go on?
Yeah, don't forget the child trafficking. Specifically female child trafficking. Genshin Impact! Bendo Tori. Primordial 1 is the first ascender, the second one became New Primordial 1 and the lives. Celestia's heavenly principles, and this third is our... I don't think so, I don't think so.
Symbol being separate on the element name card makes sense now, since there is no more Hydro Archon.
The Hydro symbol being separate on the element name card? What element name card? Is there a specific name card that I'm thinking of? When did the child trafficking happen? Well, Lynette almost got trafficked until Linny and the knave saved her. Oh, like the name card you set on your profile? What am I looking for? I'm a bit confused. Oh, the elemental specialist one. Surely I have that one. Oh, that's kind of interesting that Hydra's off by itself like that.
Dear Diary.
Oh no, one last thing. I love my PG-12 game with cute and colorful views, have gambling. Surely that should be fine for 12-year-olds, right?
Risley's story quest also talks about child trafficking. Wow. The name card has space for 5 more elements. I love this name card. It's one of my favorites. Welcome to Tibet! I wonder what would have happened to Genshin Impact's story. And like just Genshin Archon quests and writing, like all of it. I wonder what would have happened if the game hadn't taken off like it did. Like if Genshin was not a high performing video game, I wonder how different the story would be. And how different the animation would look. I mean, everything. The character designs, like that takes manpower and money and people who care about it. So I just really wonder what it would have been like. Would we have never gotten like upgraded cutscenes like we do now? More fan service? Oof, you're right. Obviously, like at least the rough outline and the details of Genshin have been set from the beginning.
But don't forget Genshin is a baby game, guys.
Yeah, it's a baby game. It's a baby game, and if you're an adult and you're into it, well, you're just cringe, I guess. Cringe. Cringe. There would have been 7 Ganyu skins. Yeah, Rosario would have never been nerfed. It would be Honkai 4. I may be cringe, but at least I'm free. Man. Oh. Issue whereby Charlotte's level 4 constellation effect is triggered when if she's off field, she will not regenerate elemental energy as a result of the constellation effect. Issue's been fixed. Thanks. No, don't delete. Me and my level 1 Charlotte will take care. We appreciate that. Actually, let me level her up to 20. At least. Got a wish. Oh, no. I wish.
Popular can be such a hassle. Who knew that people
Serotonin.
would adore me so much?
Does her voice lines change depending on what form she's in? Because this is her true form, right? Or it's supposed to be. I wonder how much her, like, Furina persona, like her Archon persona, has bled into her actual personality. Because having to do that for 500 years, like, that would change. Having to do that at all would change you dramatically.
Holy moly, guys, I cracked it. We are the 4th descender in the 4.2 update. Easy, I'm so smart, donk blush.
You're so smart. Oh, Luke, you're a genius.
With all the recent lore, plus rewatching this quest
parties
with
are
my
a
sibling,
must for the
it's
realm.
made me think about how Teresa a lot of little bits of lore still unanswered even if it's not as crucial to the story.
Yeah.
When reconsidering all the stuff about the Descenders and whatnot, it's made me really reflect on who the heck are the Travelers. We're not the only Outer World species to have come here, and our existence is questionable but not so questionable that people from Teyvat are totally shocked by us.
Yeah, that is a bit weird.
It would be really tragic if the 3rd Descender was just another iteration of us, and we've been fighting over our own corpse this entire time. That would make me sad for some reason.
Imagine we get to the end and it's like all for nothing. Devastating. CJ, thank you for the 100 bits. Etty, thank you for the 200 bits. Abyss Prince, your dono got dono well, so I'll read it. Since Genshin seems to confirm that we've been through 4 cycles, 4 samsaras, I also wonder if these cycles are reflected in the allo genes. Perhaps they have versions of themselves from previous cycles that were reborn and passed down again and again. For instance, there's a knight that looks like Diluc from Venti's Story Quest, and many say King Desher had similarities to Alhaitham. Right, and the Goddess of Flowers to Kaveh or Nilu. That's true. We have seen that actually quite a few times. That would explain it. What do gacha games typically do when the story is over? I don't know.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
I don't know.
Dear Diary.
Fun fact and slightly relevant to the topic, I was running around on HSR Herta's space station recently and came across the basic wing gliders we have on Genshin.
Dear Diary.
Oh yeah.
What if the real 3rd Descender was the friends we made along the way?
Anyways. Thank you for the 100, Sam. Of course, it's all the way at the top. My message too big, but it so did finish. Basically, the biggest question is how old are we? Like, older than Teyvat, I'm assuming. Even older than both Archon Wars and the Cataclysm. Where do we come from? What are we exactly? So many questions, so little answers. Yeah, that seems to be the Genshin experience. You get like a tiny clue of what's going on, and then you're granted like 6 more questions. 6 more questions. Wow. I have finished the 4.2 Archon quest. I suppose I should change my title now. Have you made the new weekly boss yet? Oh, no, I haven't. I suppose I should. Yeah, I want to, at least for the rest of this stream, I just want to build Furina and also raise Neuvillette if I can to 90.
Dear Diary.
Maybe that's why MiHoYo stopped at Honkai 3rd Impact.
I mean, there's a lot to indicate that the Honkai universe and the Genshin universe are like related. So not a bad thought, honestly.
Yep.
Not implausible. The Bronya cinematic universe. Once we get a Bronya in Genshin, then I will say for sure that you're right. Whoa. Brunetta. Saritsa's gonna be Bronya? That would be sick. That would be awesome. That would be very epic. Bronya or Cocolia? Yeah. Child had voice lines about the Saritsa and named her Bronya? No. Is there proof? Do you have proof? Drop your proof right now.
Mind the side effects.
Shine down!
Settle down!
Wasn't that a beta leak? Well, it's a... That doesn't look right. It's past leak, so it's okay. Source trust you, bro. I do. Oh, my resin is capped. Neuvillette uses that, right? He does. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna work on Neuvillette's. We're gonna get Himiko as the Pyro Archon. Oh, I should probably do my outro for YouTube. Hi. If you got all the way to this point. The very end, at least, of Acts 1 through 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest. I hope you enjoyed. Well, I don't know how long it will be for you, but the last hour and a half of speculations and cooking and burning and talking. And feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll try to read as many as I can. Pace yourself before you race yourself. Leave a like. And I'll see you soon. See you in the next nation, I suppose. Like and subscribe. Also, if I don't post all of my quest playthroughs on this YouTube channel, but I have a VOD YouTube channel if you ever want to go see something specific, so I'll link that in the description. Like and subscribe. My YouTube. Which worse? Race yourself, pace yourself before you race yourself, or I forgot what Risley's one is already. That horrible line.
I have, instead of going big,
That
guess I'm going home.
Which one's worse? I guess I'm going big. Wait. Instead of going big. I guess I'm...
Illusion shattered.
The statue was seen.
Silence! Let the mighty be humble!
This is an interesting team comp I picked for this.
This is nothing. Seems like an emergency.
There is no escape.
Bow your head. A bit
bitter pill to swallow.
Alright, it's working okay.
Inazuma shines eternal.
It's still going big. Ah! I guess I'm going home.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I guess I gotta go home.
Silence!
Guys want to do Gamba? It's been ages. Ages.
It's Mickey Max says I think oh no, I'm going to ruin my gloves is the worst lol.
Oh no. I'm gonna ruin my gloves. Yeah, that one's just, it's just not the same voice actor. It sucks. Why would they do that to us? I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
My crack theory since HSR
Lisa.
launched that March 7th is the Saritsa or the former Cryo Archon, and to atone for her sins Celestia yeeted of into space in case in her 6-phase dice. Pepe noted.
Man, the theories expand so much if you bring in Honkai characters. Wow, do you guys think there's a... There's an Oculus down there?
The way Madam Dishlet Bartholomew St. Dugry the 5th. Ashikai just dropped the more mind-blowing theory ever.
Really?
The theory says that there is specific chef who hails from Liu and she has the power to eliminate the thing that keeps Teyvat intact, which is called ICD, allowing her to vape every hit of her ultimate. You guessed it, it's
I was
Xianlei.
actually excited.
She is the head chef of One Min restaurant and she works alongside her father Chef Mao, along with her companion Goba. Hu Tao describes her as...
Oh no, you ran out of space? Oh no, that's so sad. You can't talk anymore. Wait. Oh hey. Nobody tell me about the starfish over here. Huh? Nobody tell me about that. Nobody want to spill the secrets, huh? Where am I? Ah! Nobody tell me! I told you on Neuvillette's release date. Did you tell me? Because I never knew anything about it. And here I have been. What's up? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take your lunch.
Mind the side effects.
Maybe it was Spade. It said investigate, not take. Sorry, so sorry. So sorry. Yeah, no, I've never been here. Huh? Dude, I could have leveled Neuvy so much faster. Why didn't I look at guides? I'm so stupid. Stupid. There's more! Excuse me. Wow, I really haven't been here. Like, where am I actually? Literally, where am I? Oh, is this... Hey! Oh my gosh.
Bow your head.
Okay, alright.
Justice is blindsided. Settle down.
I have never been here.
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Oh wait, it's the other one, huh? I want that. Alright, I guess I'll just...
A walk would be nice.
do what I do best.
This had better be important.
Behold!
Bye. I just climbed the wall. This had better be important. Well, one more Oculus, wouldn't you say that's, I'd say it's pretty important. Pretty important.
I knew you'd miss me.
What is the situation?
Alright, let's fight it again. King Zhongli makes me think of that part of the Neuvillettes of the video where Neuvillette and Zhongli have a conversation about their party joining lines. I've never heard of that. Do you have the link? There's 6 quests related to each other. Yeah, so I have heard.
A bitter pill to swallow, taking a turn for the better.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Wow, Electro does so much damage against this.
The tide's back.
Let the world collide!
Silence!
The doctor was sealed.
Remember, health comes first.
Yeah.
Bow your head.
Oh, I forgot to finish the prediction. Was the previous one, was it 2 drops or 3? How are you supposed to get it? I don't know. Bow your head. Oh, I should change my title now. Two. Alright, the majority vote says 2, so go, Gamba.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate.
Yeah. Water. Water. I was gonna stream for a long time and then take tomorrow off, but I actually have like a quasi short Corpa tomorrow, so I'm basically I'm streaming on the following day, so I basically will have streamed 5 days in a row, which is frankly a lot for me. So I probably won't stream super long today. You know, I got things to do. 3. Let's go. New Twitch person? What's Corpa? Corpa? Oh, you're new to Twitch? Exclamation point 7TV. First of all, download this browser extension so that you can use like a library of so many free emotes. Literally hundreds. And then Corpa means like a sponsor. Means that a company is gonna sponsor me to do something on stream. Usually it's like play their game, but then other times if it's not a game, it'll be like to show a product. You guys will never guess. It's so random. My Corpa tomorrow. It's not really gonna interfere with stream much. It's more of like a passive Corpa. But it will make you laugh, I think. What are we getting on the in Fontaine? Someone link the video.
What shall we do? Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial.
A walk would be nice.
A walk would be nice.
I can't remember all his lines.
Thank you for inviting me to join you.
That's so cute. Zhongli and Neuvillette need to have a hangout. A play date, if you will. Two grandpas. Well, no, just kidding. They hate each other. Well, Neuvillette does not like Zhongli. Never mind. Forgot about that part. They'll fight. Objection! Oh, I see one. So glad Furina's signature material is easier to find than certain other characters in the Fontaine region. He doesn't like him? Yeah. Well, Neuvillette intends to put all of the Archons on trial. So I wouldn't say they're in best of terms.
There is no escape. The doctor will see.
A bitter pill to swallow.
The doctor will see.
They're not besties, if that answers your question.
Shine down.
Mind the side effects.
Watch Dish getting sponsored by Mercedes or a bank or McDonald's like
No.
Zayas did.
No. It is, how do I say this? It's definitely a legacy brand. Like, you know the brand. But it is not a luxury brand. It's very obscure. Obscure to have on Twitch. Raid Shadow Legends. Yep. Never seen that before. Okay, I think I got all of them out of this area. Zyox got sponsored by a bank. Which bank? Is the corporate reverse 1999? No. I'm not gonna... currently not accepting sponsorship offers from reverse 1999. I'm not intending to give their game any promotion for the time being. Do you guys know what the FTC is? Have you heard that term? FTC? No? So it's FTC is the, at least in the US, it's the requirements on like content creators of any kind. Basically, if you it's the requirement to what's the word? Disclose that you have been sponsored by a company when promoting them. So that's why when streamers tweet about a company or whatever, and that's why they have to put like hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, hashtag partner, or something along those lines. So that's standard procedure really for games or for anything as in the content space. It's been that way for like, I want to say at least 5 years, probably longer. Strict FTC requirements. So I got almost all the way closed on a deal with Reverse 1999. And then my manager told me that we ended up having to, or no, they canceled the contract because they wanted me to break FTC requirements and not disclose that I was sponsored. Which, by the way, I can get fined for. Heavily. Heavily.
It's over.
If I post sponsored content without disclosing it. And that would put me on like a watch list kind of. and now everything I do would be scrutinized. So yeah, that
a bitter pill to swallow.
Left a bad taste in my mouth.
Settle down.
About wanting to like work with them or promote their game. Obviously, that's probably like a small group of people making that decision. So I know it's not indicative of the whole per se, but yeah, that left a kind of sour taste in my mouth. That they would cancel the contract over that, or that they would want to do that. Even. Oh, I definitely thought that was an Oculus. Hydroculus. FTC is a scammer. The commissioner even said that their lawsuit was BS. The FTC? Okay. All right. Miss Ballerina. They went back in time before the FTC was a thing. Sometimes comms have to be clarified. Like the FTC, the law, the requirements on like disclosing that you are promoting that there's like money passed between one party to another. It does fluctuate depending on the country. So sometimes working with brands that are not based in the US, it needs to be clarified, but yeah, to like want to work with me and then not want to work with me because of FTC requirements, that kind of sucks. I have heard good things about the game though. I've heard people say at least that they're enjoying it. But I've also heard that maybe that they there's more accusations against this company, like plagiarizing and stuff. But that's the only thing I know for certain. It was on the Wall Street Journal. What was FTC? FTC. Oh, versus Amazon? Aha. The Wall Street Journal wants me to pay $1 to unlock the article. I'm about to stop playing now. No, I mean, it won't. It's no skin off my back if you want to play it. Don't do so for on my behalf or my behest or whatever. Grifting. I like the game. Yeah, enjoy it. That's just why I won't be endorsing it, but you're your own person. And I will not take it as personal. Personal
Seems like an emergency.
Insult if you play it.
Let the mighty be humble.
Also, there's always a difference between like the game. The people who actually create the game and the people who promote the game. So sometimes like a marketing department for a company can completely ruin, you know, the hard work of developers and stuff. So yeah, it's not their fault either. Hi Nala.
Be not perturbed. Mind the side.
Can you like come back down or whatever? Oh.
Silence.
Sleepy. The game's art is great, that's for sure. Yeah, the design looked cool. I don't even have time for another game, to be honest. I barely have games for the time I play. For the games I do play. 3. I'm very close to 90, I think. Oh. I should be able to forge that, I think. Yeah, 3 gacha games. Going to sleep, y'all be sanctified. You too. You too. Yeah, I can barely keep up with Star Rail and Genshin. Too busy.
Astra, thank you for completing today's commission. Add Astra.
Ah. Who just got to friendship 2? Feels nice to turn my brain off after all that questing. Furina. Is one of your sound alerts is from Heather's? I love that music. It's a musical. Yes, I haven't. I used to accept requests. Like people could create their own alerts on my stream. I don't have that anymore. But that was a request from a viewer. I think Neuvillette should be able to walk on water too. I mean, I guess he can. He can like ride it. His like chariot or whatever. Opinions on Furina? She deserves everything she wants. That's my verdict. That's my verdict. Read any good books lately? Yes, I'm reading The Witcher. I had to pull myself away from it so that I could stream today. I'm 80% through The Witcher, The Last Wish, which is the first one. I told myself I'll just read till the next chapter is over. And then I checked and I still had 45 minutes left in the chapter. Now I only have 33 minutes, but 83% done. Yeah, it's a very, I guess the last chapter is very long. But they're broken up into parts. It's a great book. I talked a little bit about it on, Oh no, I'm not gonna have enough. Maybe I will. On my personal TikTok channel. Wow, so gross. Wow, not a single proc? I just needed one. But yeah, I think it's great. I'm already acquainted with The Witcher because I watched the Witcher TV show, and then I watched and then I have played through part of the, what is it, The Hunt? It was Witcher 3. Wild Hunt? Yeah, Wild Hunt, Wild Hunt. Wild Hunt. And I really loved, well, the last season is okay, but the first season of The Witcher is almost exactly like the book. Very epic. Oh, I need more. Yeah, I'm deep in the Witcher rabbit hole right now. I probably will pick up the game again. Because I've been enjoying, I love fantasy. I love getting like lost in a universe. And The Witcher is definitely doing that for me right now. Yeah, there's a reason Henry Cavill is not playing The Witcher anymore. He said Henry Cavill is such a Witcher nerd. And he's so dedicated to like the author's intent with The Witcher that he was like one of those people, like he would pester writers and directors if they were doing something that was not consistent with like the Witcher books. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with The Witcher moving forward. Another fantasy TV show ruined by people who don't understand the source material. How often it happens. Sometimes I read a book and I'm like, man, I would love for this to get made into a movie or a book. And then I'm like, never mind. Let's not ruin it. Let's enjoy the good things that we have.
Seems like an emergency.
Let's count our blessings.
There is no escape.
Bow your head.
Huh?
A bit of this is not a tough.
Time to shine.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Ooh. Will we be seated for the new Hunger Games movie? Absolutely. I cannot wait for the new Hunger Games movie. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's what my transient resin is for. That almost expired. I do want to read Dune. I actually started the first Dune book when I was a teenager, but I think I got stuck. It's a unique book. Like the way that it's written is unique, so I think I might have just been too young to like appreciate it. So I didn't finish it, but I did start it.
Dear Diary.
Hopefully One Piece live action continues to eat cause it literally summarized like 70 episodes.
Wow.
So I am seated for that live action only.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. From like Die Hard. diehard fans. I suppose I could also farm Furina's boss. Just burn a bunch of resin. Yeah, Atsu likes it. Which, to be honest, I find Atsu's takes to be a bit questionable on certain things. And I've come to not really trust his judgment.
What are some of your favorite fantasy books or books are excited to read in the future?
I don't know. I'm trying to not look because I don't want to download a bunch of books while I'm trying to focus on one. So I'm literally just only thinking about The Witcher right now. Yeah, Atsu, man. Bro, I asked him what we should do in London. Like, if he could recommend, as a resident who's lived there most of his life, what would you say that we should do in London? We did most of our own thing, but the one thing he suggested was Kew Gardens. So he kindly bought us tickets and met with us to go to Kew Gardens. And it's a botanical garden, but it's the middle of fall, and it was rainy and cold, and all the flowers were dead. So it was just like, it was kind of like a walk in Central Park. That's kind of what it felt like. However, we did see a wild fox, and we saw wild parrots, like bright green parrots at the gardens. So, I mean, it was still beautiful for what it was, but apparently, you know, you go to botanical gardens in the spring when the flowers are in bloom. He kept pointing at trees and being like, usually this tree is bright red, and normally this tree is covered in these exotic pink flowers. The glass houses, those were cool. But yeah, it was a truly British experience. And then I asked him to recommend, we were like craving some like fried chicken. So I asked him to recommend some fried chicken places. Like just good fried chicken, not like bougie or fancy or anything, but like what's good here. And his recommendations, can you guess what they were? Can you guess what they were? I'll give chat 5 subs. But yeah, the first person who says it. Yeah, KFC. Okay, you already have a sub. You already have a sub. Tuna, I got you. Yeah, it was KFC. And you want what would you guess is the second one that he recommended? McDonald's. That is correct. Following persons. It was McDonald's. Yeah, I'm so serious. Those were his 2 recommendations. 2 fast food places that
gifted a tier 1 sub to Tuna Markio.
That originate in my home country. We ended up, we managed to find, while we were in Richmond, we found I think it was an Indian chicken shop. And we went to, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We went to, we got like some fried chicken there. And Atsu said, literally was like, oh.
Dish gifted a tier 1 sub to following persons.
There was a KFC across the way. And he goes, okay, well, I'm gonna go get KFC. Enjoy your chicken. Enjoy this restaurant. He just like shot off and took Nekopi with him. So, yeah. I question Atsu's taste in a lot of things. He also doesn't fully understand Studio Ghibli movies. And doesn't understand the richness of them. And I have heard him reduce them down to like aesthetically pleasing, beautiful movies, which they are. But they are so much more than that. So I had to resist slandering him. I slandered him very little on Twitter compared to what I could have. Atsu, wash your mouth. Watch your mouth. Has he watched Princess Mononoke? That's a good question. Has he watched The Wind Rises? And if you have, has he really watched them? Out of everyone, I would expect Atsu to understand Ghibli films. Honestly, me too. I was surprised when I heard him speaking kind of demeaningly toward Ghibli, toward the appreciation of Ghibli films. I was like, watch your mouth. But we did have a good time. He saved the day by taking us to a place called Dishoom, which is this amazing Indian restaurant. It's like there was a line. It was raining, and we were in central London, and we had to wait in line for like 45 minutes. There was a huge line wrapping around the building to get seated at Dishoom, and it was cold. So we looked at the line and we kind of got in line. We're like, nah, we can't wait this long. And then this gentleman came up to us, and he like explained that the wait was going to be a little bit, and he was so nice. He was like, you can wait in line, someone will come through and they'll bring chai out to you guys. You can only have, if you want, you could have one person stay in line. And then he listed off a bunch of things we could do while we were waiting to get seated. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing hospitality. Also, you had me at chai, so we waited and it was fantastic. So he saved it. He saved it by taking us to Dishoom. Chai tea? Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
Stabilize.
Don't you say that.
Your friend's been out. The fuse is lit.
Is Janox here? I saw you messaging in my offline chat, trying to figure out why my Yoimiya does so much damage. I'm here to answer your question. You're still here.
Funny how people say chai tea when chai translates to tea.
Yeah, just people who don't really know any better. You can see our offline chats? Yeah, sometimes I peek in. Janox, where are you? There's a simple answer to why my Yoimiya does so much damage. Well, maybe there's a few answers. She uses a max level rust, which increases her normal damage by 80%. She has the 4-piece Shiminawa. Her artifacts are decent. C0. She's triple crowned. You don't need to crown this one. I only did this one because I promised I would. But the real secret, the woman behind the woman, is Miss Yunjin. She doubles my auto attack damage. So that's the reason. My Yunjin is nearly, it's about as close to perfection as you can get in a build for her. She has my most perfect build. Just wait, dude. When we get a 5-star defense polearm, girl, you just wait. You just wait and see what happens. It's over. It's Jover. Yunjin is also the power behind my Ayato. Although he himself does a lot of damage, she doubles it. So, oh wait, I made a mistake.
Dear Diary.
Although I could
The
fight
servers
this
in
way.
Dishoom are so nice. When I went there, I love that restaurant. I ate their dal and lamb biryani and I feel my soul ascending to heaven and my dopamine levels rise so much it feels like someone drugged me. Can you tell I like Indian food?
That's based. No, it was so good. And I had dishes there that I'd had at other restaurants. And the other restaurants were good, but like Dishoom was low key. It was on like another level. The spices. Vix, I'm not looking at your Ganyu. We don't even have a 5-star defense weapon. I know. I wonder if it's odd that Albedo doesn't have a defense weapon. He has like 2 weapons that were surrounded. This is it. This is all we get. The Cinnabar. And that's if you were present for the event where you got this. Should really rerun this weapon though. Like, why doesn't Albedo have a PogChamp 5-star weapon? It's weird. I wonder if it'll be Navia. I wonder if Navia will have a defense weapon. I suppose this team will work.
Teamwork is strike is one. Time for a light show.
Well, Hydro would have been good, I think. Still gonna clear though.
Stabilize. This is order.
And leap. We go.
Wait!
Let's light it up. Fire hazard.
Poor thing, it's just floating around in the water. I have not dreamt about Navia. I've had no dreams about it. Albedo's story quest still has yet to release, as for his event character story quest, that is. Oh man. Yeah, that's true. Does Albedo actually have a story quest? Yay!
Now that I have reclaimed one of the 7 authorities from the hands of the usurpers, I have regained my true form. I am now a fully fledged dragon, powerful enough to judge the rest of the gods. My final destiny is to judge the usurper king in the heavens above. But until that time comes, I will lend my power to you.
The usurper king. Dang. That's like major spoilers for the Archon quest. It's kind of odd. I feel like if I was in that position, I would have like had like those lines appear after the quest. Oh. Yeesh. Oh. Well. Let's work on Nahida for now. I mean, I keep saying Nahida. Furina. Nahida, Furina, and a banana. They locked other lines, so I don't know why they didn't do it with that too. I know, I feel like that has to be a mistake. Because that's the whole conquest. Well, at least that reveals a huge detail that he's going to regain his full power, which implies that he regains the Gnosis. Which means Furina's going to lose it, or, you know. It's a lot of... It's a lot. It's a lot to... My Neuvillette has 309 CD. Holy moly. I forgot what the prediction was. 262 crit damage. Yeah. Well, he ascends with crit damage, and he has his signature weapon is 80 crit damage, so... It's pretty... he's like similar to Ganyu, where it's pretty easy to get like crazy crit damage numbers on him. I heard Furina spoilers while leveling her up. Do you remember what the prediction, what the gamble was? I'm sorry. I might just refund it. You guys don't know for sure. Furina. Hey, I only need to go one more time. Amazing. It was 3, promise. I'm inclined to trust you, Axolotl. Any Agreeers. Foggy forest path. Oh, looks like there's more over here. Puamis. Now that we have a new Spiral Abyss, have you tried walking there with Furina? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done Spiral Abyss in ages. I don't think I've done the last 3 rotations. Puamis. Puamis. Will you finish Little Nightmares 2 anytime soon? Yes. Yes. YouTube's actually caught up, so I'm gonna need to just play it again soon, but I'm not feeling very brave today, so today we'll not play it today, but I know what you're hiding.
Bow your head.
Hey. It's not, oh, I got it. It didn't even show on screen. Slow down, YouTube. Well, I have an educator who's doing it, and you guys know Archie in Discord.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shine down.
Cool, all Hydro characters.
Now you shall perish.
Archie made an awesome, he did some fan art of me in like Little Nightmare style. And so then I commissioned him to
planning
do...
on pulling Miss Furina, and then I did the Archon quest and pulled with tear-filled eyes. People sad.
Did you get her? That was me with the Hida, low-key. I wasn't going to, and then my heart just ripped open. Archie. Yeah, Archie in Discord. I actually don't know what Archie's Twitch username is. Archie, I saw the art, it's so good. Maybe I should check, actually. Because I should know. Or I would like to know, I guess. Archie. Oh. I can't see any user info. But yeah, he did 2, and then I commissioned him to make a whole thumbnail. So the newest Little Nightmares thumbnail is way upgraded from the previous one. I'm gonna feel like such a fool skipping all these banners if Arlecchino is not gonna be playable. I would be very shocked if they did not make her playable. Very shocked. But it probably won't be for a while. Seddies. Yeah, but yeah, I would say I won't promise it, but I wasn't intending to stream tomorrow, but I'm going to because I forgot that I had a Corpa. So I think we could have Little Nightmares on the menu. Maybe, possibly. Because I was gone, I couldn't accept any sponsor offers. In like the last basically 3 weeks, I've done almost nothing. So I'm making up for it. I'm making up for it by doing a bunch of sponsors in a short amount of time. To make up for lost income. Lost income and vacation spending. Girl boss. I got a girl boss just a little bit. Jirio. Let's go. Yum. I used to eat Cheerios, and I would put ungodly amounts of sugar, like granulated sugar, in my cereal. It was never enough. Whoa. No, I knew it. I knew it. Oh. Inscription. Clear dew. The tree is gorgeous though. I don't know why I didn't acknowledge it before. They're already sugary. You know what? It was probably like a healthy cereal. It was probably like a healthy Cheerios. No, it definitely was. It's probably healthy Cheerios that I put sugar in. I've always loved sugar, unfortunately. I have such a bad sweet tooth. Sweets and chocolate is the way to my heart. Continue the quest to get more Furina flowers. I would love to, but not today. I love sugar. I like to dress up in sparkly dresses. Oh, there's more up here. I need to have dessert. Dessert is a very sacred time to me. Although sometimes my dessert is like a latte. I love my little treats. And I don't feel bad about it.
Mind the side effects.
Little treats are very important to me. Honestly, these flowers seem pretty plentiful. Oh my gosh, Gian. Guess that level 90 did something. I love treats. Oh. It's a compound problem. Oh, there's another one. Gosh, how do I... Do we need to co-op this one? I must have my little treats. What's the point if I don't get my little treats? Nope, I'm too good. Rely on no one. Just kidding. You should rely on people. It's good for you. Fart. Big fart. Oh, we were just talking crap about you like maybe 20 minutes ago. Welcome, guys. How's it going? Are you caught up on the Archon quests? Or not yet? I hate us. Now, we would hate is a very strong word. But then I gassed you up for taking us to Dishoom. So it's all good. What did you say about me? Don't tell him, guys. Make him go back and watch my stream and give me Twitch Turbo revenue. Oh. Oh. Alright, alright. Our conquest is so good, but I really need to digest the info because I feel like I forgot a lot. I lost a lot of stuff. A lot of it is too is that you kind of get
Sleep Paralysis says, oh yeah, Mestish, did you see the Zenless Zone Zero trailer?
No, I didn't. When did that come out? I'm a wizard. I'm insane. Can you read the name of this emote? No, because that's not an emote. That's just a string of strange words that is not activated in my chat. So he didn't even touch the Archon quest? Bruh. Average lore skipper. He doesn't want to? What part is he on? Act 3? If it's Act 3, I'll give him a pass, because Act 3 kind of... I'm on Act 3? Okay. Well, I don't blame you, honestly, because Act 3 is extremely sleeper. Now, how does that work? How are they inside? Oh. I guess they weren't. Whoa! I can't tell if I'm where I started or not. I feel like I'm not. Where am I? Oh no, this is where I started, I think. Nah, Act 3, it has its moments, but I heard someone say that Act 3 is a, and I will figure out how to word this without spoilers. It takes on new meaning when you look at it in hindsight after you finish Act 5. I think that's enough enough info. Okay, there's more over here. It has like symbolic value. But you don't really realize that until after, until you've already finished it. So it's not, it's like, it's not really gonna be meaningful, it's just gonna be annoying. until you finish it. What the heck is this? But I need the flower. Oh wait, I passed it. I passed it. Never mind, I don't need you. Delayed satisfaction. Yeah, I mean, but that's no denying that it's not an enjoyable gameplay experience, because it's not. Star Rail's story is considered to be better than Genshin's.
Here is the link for the Z's trailer. I hope I won't get perm-ed from sending the link.
Who's wide, and why are they considering that? I don't think that's true.
Now that you've completed the Archon quest, who would you say are your top 5 favorite characters from the Fontaine cast and why?
That would be Risley, Neuvillette, and Furina. Ooh, that doesn't look dangerous at all. Yeah, I mean, both can be good, but widely considered to be better? Who's your source? Wait, I don't want to touch you yet. Who's spitting that?
A bitter pill to swallow. Yeah.
Squeeze a Navia in there? I mean, I like all of them, but you're asking me to pick favorites, and those are my favorites. What do you mean this isn't a portal? I bet you're part of a world quest, dang it.
Here is the link for the Z's trailer if you want to watch it today. I hope I won't get perm-ed from sending the link.
Oh yeah. Hey, why did that go twice? Thank you for the 100 or 200, I'm not sure if that went twice. Yeah, I'll watch the ZZZ trailer. What? I'm excited. How cute. VR.
Oh, hello.
This is cute.
All set.
Our client this time is Bellabog Industries?
What trouble have they gotten into?
Ah. Yes, it's all connected.
Are you ready?
There's a lot of combat. Oh. I want some impersonal content. Oh! I liked how quiet it was. Honkai Beast. Ah, that seems to be something you guys recognize that I don't. Okay. Honkai fans be eating. It's cool. You can obviously tell that this is like an evolution of the Honkai and Genshin style, but it's ZZZ definitely has like a fresh look. Like it doesn't look like a. It's like refreshing art style and atmosphere. I'm excited for it. Very fresh. Looks different, yeah. Cool. The bobs are too big. No comment. No comment from me. What is that? Madge. Not the bobs. Yeah, the furries are gonna go crazy for the wolf guy or whatever he is. Okay, I think I hit all of the main light lake lily gosh that I can hit today. All right, one more run. I can 70 her. ZZZ is for the furries. Sometimes I watch game trailers and I'm like trying to figure out if the game is too degen for me. That's why I haven't accepted any offers from Nikkei. The mobile game. It's not really for me. Oh, I love Clorand. I'm an idiot. She's so cool.
Gather. Your grand finale. Fuse is lit.
I can't wait to pull her. Her design is so aesthetically pleasing to me.
I will have order. Solidify.
And step. I'm going in. Time for a light show.
That's a fob game. Yeah. Yeah. I think it is. We getting Navia? Definitely. We're getting Navia. Tres? Excellent. Yay! Furina, what spoiler for the Archon quest will she drop in her next Ascension line? Any guesses? If you haven't played Act 5, I would advise you cover your ears.
That's more like it. As expected, my dazzling side comes through in any situation.
Oh, nothing. Great. More like dish. Oh yeah, I'm getting Navia. I think that was the question.
Dear Diary.
I remember seeing a trailer of Nikkei from the company itself that was banned because it was basically mocking the target audience of the game. Nikkei is a freaking joke.
Trailer of Nikkei that was banned from the company? Oh, it was banned because it was mocking the target audience. What would be the target audience? Lonely degenerates? Is Hyperbloom team with Nahida catching Focalors and Bennett? Or should Bennett be replaced with Baiju? Caleb, I appreciate you so much for thinking that I would have the answer to that question. Fortunately, I am not that smart in regards to theory crafting, and Hyperbloom is, or like team building. And Hyperbloom is one of the concepts that largely eludes me. So I have the teams I use, and that's it. So maybe someone in chat can help. Oh, I just realized what that was called. Her ascension material. Hold on, run that back. Yes, I know. I still have my spin crystals. Why haven't you put them in your teapot? Because I spend about 2 minutes in my... less than that. 2 minutes max in my teapot every couple of days. Thought it was in here. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? Or not. Water that failed to transcend. Wonder if I can level up my statue now. I've been trying so hard. No, no. Nahida, Raiden, Yelan, Furina is peak Hyperbloom. Ooh. Wait, who's the healer on that team? Is Furina the healer? I was reading that and I'm like, wow, why haven't I thought of that? I think I figured out why. I'm water that failed to transcend. Prototype Nahida. Da-na. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-na. She's not as bad of a healer as people say. Yeah, from what I understand, it's not that she's a bad healer, it's that it's like kind of a waste to use her as a healer when it would be better to use her in her like her darker form for the damage boost, and then have a healer that heals mass amounts to like give her the most amount of buffs to the rest of the team. It's more like a should she versus can she. Yeah, more stacks. Yeah, short hair form, I'm just gonna call it that. Or cutie patootie form. But yeah, I mean in like a dangerous situation, I feel like she can clutch up if needed, but if you're probably not getting the most out of her kit if you're using her as a healer. But that being said, do as you please, because it's an open world player versus environment game, and you can do whatever you want. Cutie patootie! I do want to do her story quests soon though. I want to do hers, and I actually haven't done any story quests from Fontaine yet. I wonder where she is. I guess I'll find out. Yeah, I mean, you could also consider the trade-off of having Nahida and Yelan, and what was the third person? What? No, I just wanted to talk to I just wanted to get my reputation points. Yeah, Raiden. You could consider the trade-off of using those 3 damage dealing characters, as it might work out to be the same. Is this like an attachment to a commission or something? Because I didn't see the world quest pop up. I just waltzed into it. Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm reading silently because I'm not actually gonna start this quest. Please, I just wanted to check my reputation. Let me out! It's a full world quest. Ah. I like her fit though. That hat goes crazy. Curve. Let me out! It's 1/4 as long as the R&R quest. Oh, that took me almost 20 hours to complete. I was gonna make a YouTube series out of it. I posted one episode of it, but then I realized how incredibly long it was, and I gave up. Just a 6-hour world quest, no problem. I think I'm probably going to start doing more world quests offline because I want to do them. I don't know. It's tough. I want to... Oh my gosh, where's my reputation points? I'm in the right place! Bam! Oh, I thought there was like a board or something. That whole cutscene confused me so much. Okay, anyways, good luck with your investigation, guys. I'm out of here. I think. Yeah, I'm out of here. Just don't touch the glowies. No, I panicked. I panicked. It's always been her. But she just became a real character to me, you know? Okay. I'm going to head off because I have some errands to run. And I'll see you tomorrow. Wasn't planning on seeing you tomorrow, but I will. Because I have a small baby Corpa. So tomorrow, let's say, well, I probably won't spend more than like an hour and a half on Genshin. And then most likely we'll continue Little Nightmares. Which, if you are familiar, we left off, I hope, please, near the end of the hospital sequence. Speedrun commission quest. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're gonna raid Dawn. I think she's just hanging out and exploring right now. So you can go say hi to her. And I'll see you tomorrow. Neuvillette quest tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. Thank you again, Otzi, for the raid. Alpha, thank you for the Prime resub. Paralysis, thank you for the 300 bits. Kit Ciaz, thank you for the Prime sub. Sorry I'm late on that. I'll see you tomorrow.